Alright, we had talked about this before, but I am here with the man who is responsible for this. His name is Nick, and Nick, you are with this company really quick. It's called Modest Magic, and he is a CNC guy, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep, CNC programmer.
CNC programmer, and you came up with an amazing project. This is the amazing project. This is the amazing product. This is a half-inch by half-inch by 1-inch brick-based wall that these basically puzzle together, and you can make the most unbelievable terrain, and that's an example of some really unbelievable terrain. And tell me a little bit about your company and about your product and what your plans are.
Okay, well,
I'll get it close so I can hear you.
when we decided to go down this route with making this terrain, we figured, you know, what do we want to do? And our primary goal was to provide affordable terrain to everyone. And the reason for this is because I've been playing D&D for 20 years, and for 20 years I've been using, you know, just junk. And I wanted to appeal to the person who doesn't have a lot of spending money, but still enjoys the hobby. So I brought my CNC background, my lean manufacturing processes, and my CAD and CAM knowledge, and wrapped it all in a bundle. I ran a Kickstarter to fund getting the machine and getting up and running, and this is where we are. And so there are a number of pieces. This is just the single wall piece, but there are you know, window pieces, battlement pieces, floor pieces, large wall pieces, just tremendous amounts of stuff. Something like this to assemble probably only takes 2 or 3 hours. You know, I mean, it's quick to assemble.
Yes, very user friendly.
Yeah.
And show the corners. These corners are incredible.
So
very well thought out. So all of your corners work no matter the angle. And for all you dungeon type people out there, you can, if you've got floating walls, i.e. there's not a wall against the edge, you can double these up. Now this is like the back, and this would be the front, and they interconnect. You can run 1-inch thick walls. They'll all interconnect. It would be very easy to create 1-inch posts. This is very user-friendly. You can cut odd ends off. You want to have floating posts for corners or whatnot.
And there are also end caps that terminate for you.
And he's got end caps that build right into this thing. But one of the most amazing features of this is you have a stackability that is just phenomenal. Like when I cut individual bricks and stack them, there are imperfections in the width that you just don't have that problem with. For instance, we are going with half level, full level, full level, full level, another full level, another full level, another full level, another full level. We got a whole lot of levels here, and the way they're stacked up, this is very precise. There is no way that I could ever cut individual bricks and stack them and have that level of consistency from top to bottom. So not only is it beautiful, but for a lot of people who are modelers, who are perfectionists, this is a fantastic product and idea, because he's bringing a machinist level of exactness to a very inexact science of modeling. And to show this, let's break this bad boy down and show it level by level how this actually works. You can break it down. You can paint those inside walls like a white, like they have in the European castles. They'll look beautiful. But look at how nicely these break down. They fit right down in there, and it just keeps going and going and going. This is like a D&D gamer's dream, what's going on right here. I know for me personally. But see how this breaks down level by level. You could start off at the top, work your way down. You can come in at the bottom and work your way up. Even has the basement. And if you are building dungeon rooms, these are perfect examples of dungeon style rooms that you can put together. You can interconnect them. Like I said, think of these as big interconnecting Legos, where you could have the doors cut, windows, all sorts of different things. It's just, I've always been a great lover of the Lego put it together and build it thing, and this is exactly what you're looking for. And it's so cool. And you can cut things apart and put them in at different, see how this goes out at a slight angle? You know, you can cut them to branch out or fit in. It just has tons and tons and tons of capability. You got double thick high walls. It's got the deck on the bottom. How cool is that? Yep, with windows. It's really, really slick. Now, tell us a little bit about your capabilities here, because my mind is actually spinning and reeling with what your company is capable of providing for the gaming community.
Well, this would be our kind of streamlined manufactured product. So you would buy like a castle set, which they're going to be retailing for about $130. This is 1/3 of one set.
Yeah, this is a third, guys. You get to make 3 of these.
It's about $40 worth.
Yeah, it's about $40 worth.
The big stigma I've been trying to get past is that I don't sell castles. Okay, I sell like the dream of a castle. I sell the building material. I'm the guy that sells the lumber. You're the guy that builds the house. So
right.
It's whatever you want. It's a city wall. It's whatever you want to put in there. And that's about that's about as much as we've gone with that. But we also have the custom side of things, which I could go all day about that. But I have full 3D capabilities. If you want a face in the side of a mountain or anything, if you want it, I can make it. That's the thing. I have the capabilities, I have the CNC background and the machinery to just, I believe I'm the first person to try to bring real manufacturing processes to the terrain industry.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, so it's whatever you want, whatever you can think of. If you can think of it and I can't build it, it would surprise me.
Well, you've even done things like that Batman picture.
Yeah.
If you've got your phone, we can even show that.
I did. I'm not sure where that went.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's a fully 3D. Just as an example of what I can do, it's a fully 3D Batman 8-inch statue. That I just cut out a foam really quickly. It was a very, very easy thing to do. I can do that. I can do, some of the ideas I have coming up are massive treetop villages and mountains with the backs cored off and all the dungeons through them, so you can just stand behind your table and move your guys out and in and just anything, just everything.
We need to put a display table together for you.
Yeah.
That's what you really need.
That would be nice. But we're just getting started. In fact, these are literally just going on sale. Right now. So I've got, like I said, we ran the Kickstarter. My backers are getting all their castles soon, and I'm unbelievably excited to see. I'm gonna have this wealth of people sending me pictures of all the different things they've made. And it's just,
that's awesome.
It's just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
It does sound absolutely amazing, because what you're doing is you're taking not only a concept that'll work for both fantasy and futuristic. I'm so used to saying 40K, it's crazy. But you're also working with a product that the terrain community is very, very comfortable with and working with, which is foam.
Yeah.
And
with the XPS, because it's known. It's a known product. It's kind of the industry standard for terrain. It's very durable. You're not going to scratch it up.
And it's so customizable. You can do damage on it.
If this was made out of something that you're afraid of dropping, you'd be really worried about doing this kind of stuff. But you don't have to be. You're not going to hurt it.
It's very sturdy.
And we've got other pieces, like you were saying, damageable. We have pieces that supplement. Like this piece right here, we make a broken piece. So you pop this out, put a broken piece in. If someone hits us with a siege weapon or a fireball, there are large walls that have flat blank large wall, and then pock marks, and then holes through it, and then a V, and then a deep V, so you can actually move troops through. So you could actually, if you painted them with the same scheme, you could swap them out literally as easy as popping one out and putting the other one in. And you know, and
Yeah, you were saying about double-sided tape too. So it's kind of like Legos. You don't have to commit to the
You
build.
don't have to. Obviously, it's much sturdier if you glue it. The guy that I had paint this burn, he decided that he was going to do a level-by-level build, so that each level had its own sturdiness, but it wasn't fully committed to just being put together.
Or you could swap it out if you wanted to.
Yeah. So I like to use double-sided tape because when I'm done playing with it, I tear it apart and build something else. I'm getting more into the gluing now that I can make a lot of these easily. So what I'm actually doing is starting to stockpile pink buildings because I'm not a painter. So,
That's awesome.
You know, but like the customizability, like for instance, when he gave me this package, I put it together and I thought, now is that how you wanted it to go together or not? So I rearranged it. I thought, well, maybe it was like this. So I put this tower taller than that. Oh, I bet it was like this. I mean, you can see right in front of you. This is, you know,
Right. If you wanted to do like the one great big tower in Lord of the Rings, boom, you just keep going.
You know, I just built a tower. I mean,
right.
You know, it's as much as or as little as you want it to be. I mean, if you wanted to do.
Plus, like if you want to glue bits on,
sure.
Foam is the ultimate add-on material.
Oh, absolutely.
I know lots of people that they'll take I got plastic toy bits, and I cut them on the saw. They have a flat side. Now, if I want to put a special piece on the side of it, hot glue to the side, bang, done.
Yep. Just don't spray paint it.
Right. Yeah. Don't spray paint exactly, unless it's latex based.
Yep. But spray paint on nothing.
But
so,
this is just crazy. I mean, this is like adult Legos here. This is
it's
awesome.
You just can't stop. Once you get your hands on it, you just can't stop figuring out, you know, what you want to do with it. I mean, you know,
this is like one of the main problems with D&D 3D gaming is they'll build a terrain and then they're like, well, now I can't do anything with it
it's
because
stagnant.
Right. This isn't.
Look how fast I did that. So your guys, they destroy the tower, and you say, okay, give me 30 seconds. And now it's, hey, now we're here, and we have to move through here. And you know, I mean,
right.
And if you're writing if you're writing, because that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm a DM. If you're writing your quest, go through and pre-design the stuff. You know, and then just set it on the table, rearrange it, set it on the table, grab a piece, make it a tower. You know, I mean, it's just
And these are quick changes, guys.
I mean,
it's not like you got to wait a half an hour for him to redo the table.
Reset, you know, and I'm not the most, you know, I'm creative in that I can build things, but I'm not the most artistic guy. I never thought about putting him in a hill like this. This is just what he came up with. He decided to go with 2 islands, and if you're going to get in, you have to go in here and then go across the bridge, and you know, I mean,
this is what a guy did with his product.
It took him a few days.
Beautiful.
It took him a few days just to put it together and paint it. And he said, you know, in 2 weeks he could have made it a masterpiece, but I only gave him a few days. So.
Right. But this is, man, this is like, usually stuff doesn't work equally well between tabletop and D&D role playing.
No,
whereas
really,
with this, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter which group you're with. Because the first thing a D&D player is going to say with a Warhammer Fantasy player is, I want to go inside the building. Well, you can't most of the time with Warhammer style building.
Right.
At least the older ones. But with these, totally can do it.
Absolutely. That was one of our primary focuses, is to make sure if they wanted to get in. This would have been a much easier castle to build if you just glue the whole thing up and don't allow entry. Then you don't have to paint the insides, you don't have to, you know, I mean, you can just...
Right, yeah. And if you are just a tabletop guy and you want a big obstacle or a castle put you guys just on top of,
it's
boom,
whatever you want.
The inside, you have no inside work that you got to do at all.
All the surfaces that are meant to be walked on have a 1 inch by 1 inch grid. All the bricks are
which is industry standard. Yep.
So you know, if you got an archer on top of your tower and you want to count how high it is, you just count the bricks: 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch, 7 inch, 8 inch.
Sure.
Okay, it's 8 inch stuff. You know, I mean, it's all very user friendly in every way that I can make it to be so.
Awesome. Okay, now with the terrain people out there, there's a lot of really talented terrain people out there. Are you considering any possible deals for any of the real big talent in terrain making out there if they wanted to try your product out and maybe show it?
Absolutely. If you make terrain and you are as tickled by this as I am, let me know and I'll get you a sample. If you like what you see, I have always intended on having this my prime demographic being people that want to make their own and people that want to make it to sell it. Let me know. I can get you, dealer discounts if you buy in bulk and all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, I want to work within the terrain community because the gaming community is the best I've ever seen, and
it keeps getting better every year.
I'm so happy to be a part of it. I mean, I just can't believe the amount of support and the amount of encouragement, enthusiasm that I keep getting everywhere I turn. So I want to
from around the world.
Yeah. You know, I mean, if this is the kind of thing you want to do, just let me know, and we'll make it happen.
Okay, I got to put your card up one more time. It is, here we go. Modest Magic. And Nick, you are going places, guy. Trust me, you are going some big places. It's been a pleasure to talk with you. Most of our talking was off of camera. It was even more exciting.
Yeah.
Well, you get two geeks together, you know what happens.
Oh,
so
it goes back and forth, so
it's fantastic. Thank you so much, Nick.
Thank you.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Bye.